ومن أحسن قولا ممن دعا إلى الله وعمل صالحا وقال إنني من المسلمين.
The 50,000 prayer mats are here! Uh-oh. The first thing people need to do when they accept Islam is pray, but the process is very difficult because they don't know Arabic. This free salam mat they can order from the website, and you know what it has? It's got a transliteration. £100 can teach 10 to 30 people how to pray salah and do wudu. Imagine the sadaqah jariyah that you're going to get when you've taught this person to pray and this person teaches that person to pray, and it goes on until the day of judgment.
What are you guys up to?
We're just here, just having a good time, go casino.
Oh, fantastic. Casino?
Is that allowed in your religion?
I mean, not with our religion. In our religion, it's not like gambling is not allowed. Obviously, murder is not allowed. Sex outside of marriage is not allowed. Drinking alcohol is not allowed. The reason it's not allowed is because these things. No. You're no. You can I appreciate it. Thank you, but no. This is your life. This is your. Well, it's our country, but you know you can do whatever you like. We don't believe in. Like you have to. We can't enforce our religion on other people. Do you get it? Yeah. My job is just to explain why we don't do those things. And if you see, like, you know what, it makes sense, it doesn't make sense, or let me ask more questions, so I'm here. So don't feel offended.
Do you believe that Sharia law should be like the law for England?
I would want Sharia law for the whole world, but I can't say that I can enforce it. So, for example, if I said to you, would you want British lifestyle for everyone? You say yeah. Because you believe that is good for everyone.
No, but I wouldn't necessarily impose my will on anyone else.
That's what I said. I would want it, but I can't impose it. It's the same with you, right?
Yeah.
You do want it, but you can't impose it.
What defines imposing it?
For example, forcing you. If I came and said to you, no, you're drinking alcohol, we're going to implement the Sharia law on you, mate. That's not allowed in my religion. I can't impose it on you. Okay. You have a free will to say yes or no.
Can I ask what this is for, the donation thing?
Okay, so this is where a charity. So you see, we also...
16 grand.
He wants to donate. Can you just...
just give me 1 second. Yeah, so basically, we're a charity. So we print these mats for people who accept Islam and those who don't know, so it teaches you how to pray. So we print these mats, so the donations go towards this cause. It's a charity. Yeah, I'm a volunteer. So we do a bit of we have discussions and also fundraise. So Muslims donate. It's a bit like, zakah, which is obligatory on every Muslim. So we just sometimes come here, just encourage people to donate, just for the cause, so that's what I was saying. So we can't impose. However, we do share the idea. So we say Islam has come to protect your mind, your body, yes, your lineage, your wealth, yes, and different aspects. So that's the reason why there's certain punishments for certain things you do. So for example, in Islam, we believe sex outside of marriage, there's harms to it. Do you get it? Number one, heartbreak. Yes, then it can affect you as well. There's a lot of people who fall in love.
I've got a question, right?
Sure.
So if you were born, right, in some Amazon tribe, deep in the jungle, you have no idea about this and then if the rules or anything,
and then what?
Would you go to your hell?
No. So we in Islam, we're the only religion that believes that a Christian, an atheist, a Jew, agnostic have a potential of going paradise because we believe in a God that is just. Why would he throw someone in them?
How would they know to not eat pork?
No, that's what I'm saying. So because they don't know, they cannot be judged based on what they don't know. Allah says in the Quran, we do not destroy nations until we send a messenger. Unless they are warned, they know, then you're in trouble. So for example, if I explain Islam to you guys, and you're like, you know what, this is the true religion. And you're like, but I don't want to follow it because I want to go party, clubbing and whatever.
That's the thing, we know Islam, but we still eat meat.
No, exactly. But do you know Islam to a level where you're like, this is the truth? No. You know Islam to a level of, I know what halal is, I know what haram is. I know they don't gamble. But not to the level where you're like, okay, I believe this is the true way. Correct? Yeah. Good. So if you do know and you reject, you're in trouble. That's if you know deep down this is the correct path. But if it's not, we believe that these people would judge on the day of judgment. Now going back to gambling, alcohol, sex outside of marriage, these are things like I came to Islam 13 years ago. I was not a Muslim. I know I look Muslim, but I was not a Muslim. I don't know what that looks like. Okay. So the thing is, I used to come clubbing and partying here. I've done the girls and the partying and the clubbing. I've done all of that. I was not a Muslim. So when I came to Islam because I realized this lifestyle is boring. It was getting boring, with all due respect, man. The girls were getting boring, the party was getting boring. Well, I didn't do gambling.
Yeah, no, but if someone offered you Islam before you went through that phase.
Say that again?
If someone offered you Islam before you went through that phase,
yes.
you'd still be like, oh yeah, no, I want to do this. Instead of doing that, be like, okay, no, I've done it now, it's boring, let me go.
You're talking about Islam or you're talking about the lifestyle before?
So would you have done that before you went to that lifestyle? Before you went out partying, drinking?
Would I have
experienced that?
Would I come to Islam?
Because you had done it, so you're like, okay, no, I've done it now.
Okay, good. Yes. So I'll be honest with you. It's with me. I clocked on a bit early, so I could have carried that lifestyle onto my 30s. I'm 36 years old, so I could have carried on. But I clocked on real early that, come on, there must be a bigger purpose in life. I can't be just here just a drink party, because what's the difference between me and a cow? The cow drinks, the cow eats, the cow sleeps, the cow goes toilet. So what's the difference between me and a cow? He does exactly the same. I mean, the cow doesn't go partying.
What established the no gambling rule? Because I take it, there was no gambling back when the Quran was
No, there is. So gambling goes in different ways. You get it? Gambling is not just, for example, going and having machines. It's betting. So they would do betting in different ways. So what Islam says is that it harms your wealth. Okay. So Islam has come to protect your wealth. So when you go in there, if you think about it, when you go in there, the house always wins.
Yeah.
That's it. So
unless you count cards.
Unless what?
Unless you count cards.
I mean, that's a different thing. But there's people who have lost their lives. Do you know how many people jump in front of the trains because of gambling?
Can I ask a question? So, what would you say to people that think they follow the Quran like to the word?
Yeah.
Right, and they think that justifies them being violent against non-believers.
Yeah. I would say I'm that person who follows the Quran to the word.
So you believe that because we don't believe in Islam, you should kill us?
Well, it's like
you got to kill the kuffar.
Okay. If that. Okay. I follow this book to the letter.
But then why aren't you killing us right now?
Well, surely you should.
That's the point here now, because the thing is here, I follow this book. I don't sugarcoat my religion. When you come and ask me a question, I'll tell you. Yeah, I'll tell you. There's a capital punishment in Islam. Right. I'll tell you like all of this stuff. I'm not ashamed of it. There's capital punishment. Yes, we believe that if somebody, for example, has murdered somebody, if this was a Sharia-run country, they'll be executed in Trafalgar Square.
Do you think that's right? Do you think?
I think that works. Why? Because what happens to paedophiles and murderers in this country? Go to prison, hot bath, hot tea, hot bed, hot shower. My friend.
Yeah, but that's completely different to us. We're not paedophiles. We're just non-believers.
I never said you are. So because there's multiple questions being asked to me. So if we rewind and go back to the question of so if we go back to the disbelievers, nowhere in my faith tells me to fight you because you're a disbeliever.
Okay. Say I grew up in a Christian family. My parents constantly telling me, be Christian, all that stuff. Do you think I deserve really to go to hell and all that stuff?
No. Look, that's why I said to you, if you, a Christian who hasn't heard the message of Islam, we don't believe you will go hell. We believe on the day of judgment, God will ask you, have you heard about Islam? You say, God, I live my life, I knew nothing about Islam. Then God will test you with a test. If you pass, you go heaven. If you fail, you go hell. Just to be just, because it would be unfair for God to say.
What would a test be like?
Okay, so we believe the test, what being told to us in our faith, is that God Almighty will present Himself to you and bring hellfire. And He will tell you, I am your Lord, and I am telling you to jump in the hellfire. If you do and trust me, you will find it to be paradise. Now that's a test, because you're looking, visually you can see hellfire, but He's promising you if you jump in it, you will find it paradise. So it's a test to have trust in God.
Okay, but how can you expect people like us to have that faith to do
Good, because you know why? Because I had that faith in this life by believing in Him without seeing Him.
Okay, but do you not think it's unreasonable to ask people to believe in something they don't see?
No. He will show you. So you said, what's your test as a Christian on the day of judgment? So your test will be that, because you're looking at something that is hellfire. And God's telling you, if you have faith in me, I'm telling you I am God. I'm asking you to jump in. What that does is it shows that if you have faith. Now, I went through that in my life, or let's say whoever ends up in paradise, by being tested without believing in God. Look, I don't gamble, I don't drink, I don't have sex outside of marriage. There's things that I might want to do, I can't do. So I had that faith in God, so my reward will be that I've gone through
What if you're wrong?
What if I what?
What if you're wrong?
Oh, if I'm wrong, okay, good. So this is where the argument goes back to. We as Muslims, we don't believe in blind faith.
Right.
I can bring you evidences why the Quran is the truth. I can prove to you that God exists. Do you get it?
Prove it to me then.
Good, perfect.
You got four non-believers.
Perfect. Okay, non-believers in God or non-believers in religion?
Can I just say one thing?
Yes.
I struggle to believe in a religion where, and I'm not even trying to disrespect the religion in and of itself,
yes.
but I've heard a lot that Muhammad, I'm not sure, consummated the marriage with Aisha
at the age of 9, yes.
I just really, as much as even if on principle I agree with Islam, how can I get past that when I know And I know you say like back in the day, like it might have been more normalised, but still, like it's an innate like.
I do.
If you see someone that's 9, I would never ever.
No. I believe that, yes, but let me tell you, there's context behind it. So there's multiple questions being asked. Let me dissect one by one. Firstly, you asked about can we fight the disbelievers because of them being disbelievers. That's not true. If that was the case, I would be fighting you now. Okay. So number one, my religion doesn't say to me, fight you guys because you're disbelievers. There's nowhere in Islam it tells me that I have to fight the disbelievers because they are disbelievers. No. Allah says in the Quran in chapter 60 verse 8, it says that God does not forbid you from being just and kind to those who don't believe based on their faith. Unless you attack me and kick me out my house, then I have a right to defend myself.
I could be wrong here, but I saw that if you're offered a chance to come to Islam, and then you accept it, it's fine. But if you decline, and then it's allowed to do whatever to them.
No.
It's not that chance.
Do you mean yourself, or do you mean someone who came to Islam and left?
I just saw a Muslim saying, you go to a civilization or a place and they accept Islam, it's fine.
No,
if not, then you're allowed to.
There's three options. When Muslim empires, they conquer lands. So you know the Muslim Empire, they fought the Romans and the Persians and defeated them. They gave them three options. Come and join us, be Muslims. What does that mean? We don't go there and say we want your oil, we want your gold, we want your money. We don't want your wealth. Yes, we're saying, would you come and join us in faith? They say, no thanks, we're okay, mate. We just want to stay as Christians. That's fine. You're going to pay the tax. It's a political tax. It's a jizya.
And then if it's higher, then
okay, now the tax is like.
I've seen that TikTok.
Okay, good. So was it me?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So you need to pay the jizya tax. Why? What that means is this: that is only for the fighting men. So if you guys are fighting age, which you are, you can join the army. Well, just about. You guys will have to pay that 1 dinar, which is a gold coin per year. So you say to us, listen, we're okay as a Christian. What's the tax you want us to pay? 1 dinar a year. So now, if you look into the UK,
what if you said,
no, good. What's it?
In a Christian country, you've got to pay.
And I have to pay. I'm here. This is your laws. I have to pay, or I can go back to my country. Yeah, get back to your country, mate. Bye bye. You know why? No. That's fair. No, that is fair. No, that is fair. You know why? Because if I'm here, I'm by your laws. Unless you come and tell me I can't practice my faith, then I'm getting out of here. If you say, look, practice your faith, mate. We need you to pay this tax all day, every day. You know why? Because, mate, I pay tax. I pay all kinds of tax, mate. You're going to pay national insurance, this tax, that tax, road tax.
There's a lot of tax.
Bro, my car got towed because I didn't have tax on it. And it was even my fault, yeah? Okay. I pay, in this country, you pay so much different tax. If you earn over £100,000, you pay 40 or 50% of your money to the government. My friend.
Mate, I'm all for
my friend. Then you love the Sharia. You love the Sharia.
No, I do not.
One dinar a year, all day, every day. What's your name?
Angus.
Guys, if you think about it, I love the Sharia, mate. 1 dinar a year. Thank you very much, mate. All day, every day, I'll be driving a Rolls Royce.
So all the tax?
Yes, for non-Muslims. But check out now. If it was discriminatory, why is that as Muslims, me and my wife have to pay 2.5% of our wealth?
Yeah, but can I ask a question?
You do, but I think this is off topic. Yeah.
This is off topic.
If this is off topic, it's off topic. Yes.
Do you think that...
Can you guys come a little bit closer? Sorry, I'm trying to stretch.
Do you think that your religion has a propensity for people to interpret in a way to cause violence?
Really similar.
No. The Bible...
What do they do, though?
Good. Okay, good. So what I would say is this. Because media gets more attention to Muslims than non-Muslim attackers, that's why to you make it seem like that. For example, knife crime happens all the time. The only time we start panicking and thinking someone's going to stab me is when the news start covering it. My friend, knife crime has been always the same. People have been stabbed left, right, centre. The news don't cover it, you don't know.
No, but they do. No, that guy in New Zealand that shot up that church. He was a...
No. I'm not talking about a terrorist motivated, ideologically motivated. I'm talking about knife crime. For your jewelry, your etc.
I'm saying, well, why does that happen? They say they're following the Quran to teach.
But that's what I'm telling you. The reason you're asking that question is because news medias have given more coverage. Do you know Muslims are 8 times more likely to be covered on the news media? If you went and stabbed somebody, and you said in the name of Jesus, in the name of whatever, the pineapple pizza.
That's expected.
It would not be covered.
No, but you've got to think about it logically.
How's that expected?
If you're a minority in any place and you're disproportionately committing a crime.
Who said that's a fact? Who said that's the case?
No, but I'm saying if that is the case...
But who said that is the case? Because what you're saying now is if we're a minority and disproportionately we are carrying out all these attacks, you're correct, but who said that's correct?
Say again?
Who said that is the fact that's happening? That we are a minority and we're the ones who's doing all
No,
this
I'm saying
attacks?
theoretically, if
No,
you
no,
are...
but not theoretically. I'm talking about facts. When it comes to facts, what you've been told and what is the reality is different. If you're saying Muslims are this much of the population and you guys are carrying out terrorist attacks every week, I'll say you're right. But that's not even true. We get more news coverage because of our faith. But however, there are Christians who do mad stuff. There are other faiths that do mad stuff with different names.
On the whole, Muslim has been more of the terrorists.
No, that's what I'm saying to you. No, let me tell you something. If you look at, good, but let's look at facts. It's not. One second. No. I'm not saying. I'm talking about globally. Let's look at it. Yeah. If you look at top 5 or 6 ideologies, Islam is 6 on the list. Christianity is number 1. Atheism is number 2.
Number 1 for what?
For killing innocent, yes, terrorist attacks.
Proportionate to how many there are in the world.
No.
There's more than a billion atheists.
No. Atheists have killed the most people. Mao Zedong, Stalin, World War I.
Mao Zedong fucking nutter.
He's an atheist. 1 second. World War I started by Muslims. World War II. Communism is atheism. Communism goes to the ideology of Charles Darwin when it talks about I forgot the word. The superior race. The superior race. No, it's superior race.
Communism is just stupid.
No, but it goes back to atheism. Of course it is.
No, it is in
of course
some
it is,
ways.
bro. Of course. Communists don't.
Communists
Do not. I'm not saying. I'm saying communists don't even let you to. No Christians and Jews or Muslims can exist in a communist state.
Because religion's the opium of the masses.
Exactly. Do you see what he said? And they write that. Karl Marx. They write about this world. Do you get it? So what I'm saying is the following: if you look at statistics, who have killed more innocent people? The West.
No, but I'm saying motivated.
Who's to say your religion?
Well, 1 second. When they went to Iraq, George Bush and Tony Blair. George Bush, he said.
I don't agree with that shit.
No. 1 second. Just I can say the same thing. I don't agree with those terrorists doing those attacks. Yeah, good. So what I'm saying is this though: when they went to Iraq and Afghanistan, yeah, my friend, apparently 9/11 was done by Muslims. They were apparently Saudi.
I think it was a conspiracy, boy.
We know who done it. We know who done it.
You think it was an inside job?
We know who done it, Mossad. Yeah?
Yes,
okay.
boy, I know that.
It's clear, my friend. There were 3 Jews, Zionist Jews, who were caught in a van laughing when the attacks were happening. And who were they connected? They were Mossad agents. What were they doing there? And why were they looking and laughing? I wonder why. Who attacked the USS Liberty? Who attacked USS Liberty? Mossad. Epstein Island, pedophile island.
Do you think Epstein was a Mossad?
My friend, of course he was. Bro, her dad, Robert Maxwell. Bro, when he died, he was buried in I think Jerusalem. Yes, by Mossad seniors.
But why that argument? Because you're not arguing that religion is almost a problem.
No.
Mossad are fueled by Jewish beliefs.
Not really. Zionism. Look.
Christian attackers are fueled by Christian beliefs.
No.
Argue without religion.
What about atheists? Atheists are second. Christianity is the worst that they've killed the most amount of people. Then there's atheists. Now, Nagasaki and Hiroshima, who dropped those bombs? Muslims. And by the way, the war was over. Japanese was ready to surrender. They said, nope, we're going to drop these bombs on innocent people.
No,
they did. After Pearl Harbor. After Pearl Harbor.
On small islands, there were still individual Japanese soldiers.
There was a couple of crackhead Japanese people. So we said, we're going to drop Hiroshima and Nagasaki and kill innocent people. Now, in our religion, if you've noticed, what's happening in Gaza? They are using texts from the Bible. In the Bible, it clearly says, go to Amalekite, kill men, women, children, babies, and donkeys. Yeah. Okay. Firstly, I don't know what the donkey done.
No, I've seen the Torah. It says some bullshit.
Good. Now,
but I've also seen the Quran, and I don't agree.
There is not a single place in the Quran that tells us to kill innocent people. Period. There's not a single scripture in the Quran.
So why do people become terrorists?
Okay. Good. So what I'm saying is, just the same way where you have nutters like Mao Zedong and Stalin, just you have the guy who done the New Zealand attack, went into a mosque and started killing people. There's crazy people everywhere. Hello, we have some too. What I'm saying is this though, when you come and make it seem as if we are the only one we have this problem, no we don't, because if you look at 1 million people killed in Iraq for oil, 500,000 Afghanistan.
We're not saying Islam's the main reason.
Good. Let me tell you what the reason is. You know what it is? No, you know what activates it? When we go into their lands and bomb their men, women and children, and there's MI5, you know who talks about this? Look, US officers, MI5 FBI agents, they've said clearly, the reason why these guys are motivated is because we go to Afghanistan, drop a bomb, kill innocent men, women and children. He looks and says, you know what? Imagine we come to, look like today you asking questions, hear me out. You ask questions about certain Muslims that do terrible stuff, and it gets you angry, it gets me angry. Who are you to come to my country when I'm walking with my family and you live and blow yourself up or stab people? Do you not want to take revenge? Of course you do. Come on, it's a natural inclination.
Yeah, but does that not mean you stoop down to their level if you take
No, but a natural inclination is what? Why are they doing this? And you and I have every right to say, when I'm walking down the road with my family member, a far right can come and say, Muslim terrorist, kill him. Guess what the Muslim does? Same crap, kuffar, family. Now the point is this though, how do you think most of them are politically orientated? Okay, terrorism is what? Doing acts of violence for political gains. Now these people are saying, you're coming to my country, bombing the crap out of my country, and then when I don't have nothing to live for, I have to swim to your country to make a living, and then, so the ideology is not even connected to Islam. Yes, some idiots will shout, Allahu Akbar. What the hell's that got to do with anything? Why are you shouting, God is great?
Do you think Al-Qaeda's not really like...
No, I would say they are Muslims, they are terrible Muslims.
Terrible.
ISIS, 100%.
So they're interpreting it wrong.
No, yes, and not only that, they kill more Muslims than they do disbelievers. You know, ISIS, for some odd reason, they don't throw any rockets to Israel. For some odd reason.
What, do you think they're like an Israel...
Mossad.
Coup?
Mossad.
I do, no. You did, you did brush over the fact though that Aisha was not.
Oh yeah, no, we can come to it. No, I'm. You asking me multiple questions, man. Come on, what do you? I'm talking. Now, come back to the Prophet's marriage to Aisha. Do you want to go to that first or prove God first?
No, I want Aisha.
Perfect, no problem. So to me, the question I will ask you is the following: we believe the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, made a marital contract at the age of 6 and waited for her to become an adult at the age of 9. Now,
a 9-year-old.
That's just nuts to me.
Good. One second. Let's deal with this intellectually, not emotionally. Now, my question is the following. I believe the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, his wife, his first wife, some say she was 15 years older than him. So he was a 25-year-old man and she was 40. Yeah, Khadija was, his first wife was Khadija. Yes?
Yeah, but it's the hadith that says she's 9, is it, if I'm wrong?
Yeah, no, I'm telling you she's 9. I'm not going to sugarcoat my religion. I'm not going to come and make she was 18. No, she was not 18, she was 9. Now, I'm saying this. We need to look at who the Prophet Muhammad is. He had a wife who was 15 years older than him and he was 25 years old. Now, if a man has those kind of inclinations in a country, in a place that he lived, women were like after a camel. It was the men, camel, and then the woman. No, that's how it was. They mistreated women. So much so, do you know they used to bury girls alive?
I saw in Afghanistan, a woman got stoned it's said to be stoned to death because she's teaching girls taekwondo in her house. Because they're not allowed to follow their...
I would say that might be propaganda. They do some mad stuff there. Okay, now, the Prophet's first...
saying it's propaganda is an easy way out.
No, because that one, for teaching taekwondo, nah. If you said to me a crime of adultery, I would say maybe yeah.
But in Afghanistan, I swear it's not legal for women to like...
There is nowhere in Islam it tells you...
In Afghanistan, I know that
there is nowhere in Islam it says that if a woman teaches sports, you kill her.
Afghanistan. Specifically Afghanistan.
But even then, to kill someone because she teaches taekwondo, I don't know about that. I will write to see facts. I have to... Look, he's going to think I'm running away from it.
How the fact that he had sex with a 9-year-old, I can't get past. You need to get me past that right now.
I'm trying to and I'm getting stopped.
Okay, no.
Like traffic lights. Yeah, okay. So what I'm saying is... Okay, listen. Now, so what I'm saying is the Prophet's first wife was 15 years older than him. So now, we need to look at the motivation. A paedophile is what? Somebody who has what?
Sex with an underage girl?
No, attraction to minors.
Yeah, but what defines a minor?
Good. Thank you very much. The question is this: what defines a child? What defines a teenager? What defines an adult? Now, because...
But bro, like, are you seriously saying you're a 9-year-old? Like, come on, like...
I'll repeat again. Did I anywhere say that?
No, but if Muhammad do it and he's he's perfect, he does everything right.
Because you're asking, but you're not listening. You're listening to reply, not listening to him.
No, but you follow him by the letter. You follow it by the letter of the law.
Your friends are complaining. They say you listen to reply, not listen to learn. Hear me out.
No, but you follow his actions to the T.
But did I say
that is his actions?
But did I say to you I don't? I'm explaining to you. You're cutting me as I'm explaining.
Go on.
Yes, okay. You need to listen. You need to learn. No, I don't want to cook. Listen to understand.
Yeah, I smell.
Now, what I'm saying is this: the Prophet, peace be upon him, if he had those inclinations, number one, we're saying you cannot treat a 9-year-old today to the 9-year-old 1400 years ago. Period. Because let me tell you. My friend, the difference, 1400 years number one, the climate number two, the life expectancy number three, you have got so much difference. You're looking at a 9-year-old today. I would never ever, even in this country, Islam doesn't tell me that we have to marry a 9-year-old. It says that a woman becomes an adult. Now the question I'm asking you is the following. If the Prophet Muhammad had an inclination to minors, why did he wait 3 years? We believe she became an adult. You're saying a 9-year-old cannot be an adult. And I'm saying to you, is it categorically or consequentially wrong?
Do you hear how that sounds? That almost sounds like you're waiting till she's legal. Like that's just as bad.
But do you not do that here? Do you not wait for a girl to be 16 for it to be legal?
But if you're like a 25-year-old bloke and you're like, oh, she's 17 now, so I'm gonna wait.
Is that legal or illegal? One second. If a 25-year-old man or a 30-year-old man or a 40-year-old man,
it's just weird. It's just weird.
My friend, I'm talking about the law of UK. Law of the UK says if a 35 or a 40-year-old man has intimacy with a 16-year-old girl, is it legal or illegal?
No, but it's not.
Is it illegal or legal, my friend?
There's a big difference between 9 and 16.
No. But one second. No.
At 9, you're not even having periods.
No.
Not even double digits.
My friend. Is it legal or illegal if a 40-year-old man has intimacy with a 16-year-old today?
I think it's illegal. I think it has to be 18. If you're above 18, it has to be 18.
I think you have to get married at 18. 16, you can have sex. That's why we have the pandemic of teenage pregnancy in the UK. The point I'm saying is this. We believe the Prophet Muhammad, his wife was 60 years old, 40 years old, 45 years old. His only wife that was that young, and we say that she became an adult at the age of 9. Now you need to come and prove to me how a 9-year-old today is the same as a 9-year-old that day.
But how is it different? How is a 9-year-old?
No. I'm the non-believer. You're the one that's telling me your religion is correct.
Good.
You have to prove
No.
it to me. I don't have to prove shit.
You have to prove to me categorically or consequentially.
You want me to believe your religion?
I don't want to be my religion. You're asking me a question. I'm saying you have to bring evidence, put emotions aside, that a 9-year-old today is the same 9-year-old back then.
No, okay, but how do you know it's not?
Good, perfect. Let me tell you why. I told you, for example, in England, if you read, I forgot his name, British common law, okay? And girls were betrothed at the age of 7 in this country. What I'm saying is this, you're claiming that for 1400 years, your great-grandfathers were pedophiles. Do you know how old your great-grandfather would have get married and your great-grandmother?
I don't know, but...
Oh, my friend, 10, 11, 12, 13...
And they were wrong, they were completely wrong.
No. One second, don't disrespect your grandfather, come on. My friend,
but if he's fucking a 9-year-old, I don't agree with that.
No. You know what's it called? It's called the fallacy of presentism. Because you live in today's society and you look at a 9-year-old, you are judging that 9-year-old to your great-grandfathers. I'm saying guys as young as 11, 12 were at war. They were providing for their family. While we play PlayStation and Call of Duty, they were working in the...
But it's the age gap.
Would a 9-year-old be like the equivalent of a 16, 17, 18-year-old?
Perfect, thank you.
I don't think it would.
You need to prove how. You know why? No. How?
It would not be 16.
But how? Because I'm saying to you, we have many examples. Look.
What are you basing it off?
One second.
Do you even remember your life at 10?
There was a king here who married I think a 6 or 7-year-old for France. But one second. One second. But I'm saying I don't believe they were marrying minors. They were marrying adults that became adults. You're claiming a 9-year-old is a child, and I'm saying, what do you define as a child?
But let's say there weren't those laws here.
They were adults. I'm saying to you categorically, they were adults.
Today,
yes.
Would you think it's okay if you married a 9-year-old?
There's nowhere in my religion that tells me that I need to marry a 9-year-old.
No, but I'm saying if you did, you think it'd be okay?
No, of course not, because my mosques
that allow.
No, they don't.
But
my friend, look, the investigative journalism, most pedophiles are white middle-aged men. If anything, it's a white man's problem, not a problem.
It just feels like a cop-out to say that. It feels like
a cop-out to tell you that 99% of pedophiles are white middle-aged men.
Well, it depends where you are. It depends where you are.
Sorry, 99.9.
Brother, if you're brother,
come on, let's be real.
Come on, if you're in India, it's not going to be 99% white.
No. I'm talking about Europe and I'm talking about the West. I never talk about India. India's a whole different story. Okay,
exactly.
Good. So what I'm saying is, the issue of pedophilia, this problem is not our problem, because we believe that a woman has to be mentally, physically, and sexually ready. Which means what? What's the legal age in the UK?
Like, who's to define
okay.
that? Like, why?
Good. That's my point. It's subjective. What's the legal age in the UK?
16.
What's the legal age in France?
I'm not
15.
Sure. 15.
What's the legal age in America? 12, 13, 14. 250,000 girls have been married underage.
That's not true. I don't believe
Fact check it now. Fact check it now.
Legal age for sex in America.
Check it now. In states. This is what I'm saying. This is why it's so important. 12, 13, 14. Check it.
I understand it's subjective.
Wait, no.
Check.
Is it between two people that are under 18? Or
No.
Can one person be 18 and one person be 12?
Yes, check it. There's 25-year-old married a 12-year-old. Yes?
Age of consent is 16.
No, check. No, check, my friend. No, there you go. Look, I'll show you now.
The lowest is Alaska is 16.
1 second. No, watch this. Watch this. 1 second.
Feast, peanut butter, 200 pop.
Not on TikTok,
Checklist, I'll show you now.
Wait, we just need to go see them.
Girls married underage in America. In America.
Got some propaganda Google, G.
No, I speak facts. I don't do propaganda. Okay. Yes.
You're gonna go to like the fifth page of Google, bro.
No.
Now you're going on Facebook, G. That's not a good sign.
We're gonna see, inshallah. I want to see the same volume when I put it up. Yeah. Just make sure your volume doesn't go down.
No, I won't.
Just make sure your volume stays the same.
I will do.
Yes. Let's just see now.
Let's just see that, man.
Watch this. Watch this now.
No. To me, some countries it is 12.
No, America, mate. America.
Some like random islands, it is like 12, 11.
No. America.
They're wrong.
The United States of America, my friend.
They're wrong, though. If that is the case, they're wrong. It doesn't matter whether it is the case or not. Yeah, I do. Mate, I fucking hate America, bro. I hate them all.
1 second.
I think it's disgusting. How can you have sex with someone under the age of 16?
1 second.
In them days there, mate, yeah, that thing...
No, Abi. 1 second, it's loading.
That's wrong, innit? But it was literally normal.
Bro, but deep, an
It's just loading.
9-year-old girl.
It's loading. No, my friend.
Imagine you shagging a 9-year-old girl. That is like mental, right?
Then it weren't like that.
1 second.
But it doesn't matter.
No, 1 second. Independent is owned by Muslims.
Yeah, and fuck that. I don't agree with that.
Habibi, brothers, I'm here.
Yeah, but that wasn't your original point. Even if that is right, that wasn't your original point.
My original
More
point is
than
what?
200,000 children
How can
married.
200,000 girls get married in the US? This is legally, not illegally.
How big's the population?
Legally.
How big's the
The
population?
population is 370 million.
Exactly.
Yes. 250,000 girls. Should I tell you
Where
something?
were they married?
I don't believe there is a single Muslim
Where
country that
were
has
they
this fact.
married? Where were they married?
Read it. You read it for yourself. Look,
It's the Guardian as well. I don't trust the Guardian.
No, it's not. It's independent.
The Guardian.
It's not Guardian. It's
independent.
It's the independent, yes. Okay, more than 200,000 children were married in the US over the past 15 years. New figures have revealed. 3 10-year-old girls,
loopholes.
3 10-year-old girls and an 11-year-old boy were among the youngest wed. Under legal loopholes which allow...
Loopholes. It's accepted in your religion.
Legal loopholes. Yes, okay.
What I'm saying,
No,
it's
it's
a
not.
loophole.
No, it's not.
It's disgusting.
Nowhere
It doesn't matter whether it's a
nowhere
loophole
in
or not.
Islam it says you should marry a 9-year-old. It says when she becomes an adult.
He's like the perfect person.
The Prophet Muhammad married an adult at the age of 9. We are told to marry an adult. The 16-year-old today is the same as a 9-year-old back then. Now, let's carry on. The minimum age, you can disagree, you have to bring evidence. The minimum age of marriage across most of the US, look, is 18. Most of US states is 18. But every state has exemptions such as parental consent or pregnancy, which allow younger children to tie the knot. In May, the high-profile Republican governor of New Jersey declined to sign into law a measure that would have made...
he's a pedo.
I'm not saying he is, I'm saying to you...
No, I'm saying he's a pedo, bro. I disagree with it.
I disagree. I'm with you. I'm saying this issue of paedophilia is your problem, not our problem.
But our problem.
It is a Western problem. Of course. I'm saying it is a Western problem. It's not a Muslim problem.
It's a Western problem.
No. It is a global problem that we should all stand with.
Yes.
However, where it grows is the West Europe. Now they're going to Africa by white middle-aged men.
There's more child marriages in Europe than there is
No,
in...
not marriages. I'm talking about paedophilia, raping little girls. It is white middle-aged men.
Child marriage is. They consent to
No. Marriage or not marriage. What I'm saying is paedophilia. Most pedophiles. If I write on Google pedophiles, you will see people who look more like Tommy Robinson than me.
Okay, but that's a pretty common... That's a baseless...
How's that basis? I'm telling you what they look like.
How can a Google search define the whole picture of something?
No, if I write grooming gangs, it's mostly going to be Asians. That's what's going to come up. A little bit more.
It's Saudi Arabia, 200k.
Yes.
Without a doubt.
So it's the same as Saudi Arabia.
I would like to read that. Where's it from?
ChatGPT, so I know.
Okay, I'll check. I would like to read it. To me, is this my point is
I'm
this.
trying to see what you're
My
saying.
point is this. I mean, listen to me. No. What I'm just saying. Habibi, just if I can allow. My problem is this. I'm saying nowhere in our religion does it tell us to marry minors. What it tells us is that a girl becomes an adult in different ages. It can be 16, it can be 17, it can be 18. However, to your worldview, what you're saying to me, this issue of paedophilia, it arises amongst Westerners, not Muslims.
Based on what?
Based on what? Based on statistics. If you go and look at who the main culprits of paedophilia,
Are you really telling me the statistics in like Afghanistan are going to be reflective of how it actually
no. Even if it doesn't say in your book, your
Of course.
prophet married a 9-year-old. So regardless of whether it says it or not, he's your role model. He's your main role model.
I accept that, and I'm saying yes.
Follow his actions and his
I
work.
follow his actions. I'll tell you how I follow his actions.
So even though it doesn't say it,
No,
he did it.
no.
So they'll
What he done was marry an adult. What I do is the following: if I have an 18-year-old son and he's like, I want to marry a girl, I'll say, how old is she? She's 14. I say, sorry, we have to wait for her to become an adult. Just like the Prophet waited for Aisha to become an adult, we're going to use the same principle. When she's 16, you can marry her.
Yeah, but
do you get it?
How can you say that back in the day, definitively, that 9-year-old was the age
100%.
where...
If it's not, then my argument is the following. Can you prove to me categorically that a 9-year-old, and one second, hear me out. It's an intellectual argument. Can you prove to me categorically or consequentially a 9-year-old at any era is the same as 9-year-old today?
No, but we've come here. You're promoting Islam. You're promoting your religion. You're promoting your religion.
And I'm telling you, yes, because you're saying 9-year-old is wrong at all ages, right? Any era you lived in. You have to bring evidence. Because you made a claim.
You're arguing that biologically a 9-year-old now is different to a 9-year-old.
Completely, bro. I have a 9-year-old. Look, my friend. I have 3 daughters: a 9-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 2-year-old. My daughter, 9-year-old. She's so far from marriage. My friend, she's playing Minecraft. I cannot treat her the same as Aisha and other people.
But you want a life. How do you know?
Whose life?
How do you know that back in the day that was true?
Of course,
what are you basing
my friend. There were kings in Britain, in France, in the West, around the world. Your great grandfathers you called pedophiles. My friend, no, they're not pedophiles.
I think they are.
My friend, they lived in an era where survival. My friend, they didn't have Tesco around the corner to buy food.
No, but it's not about
survival.
what's socially acceptable. It's about your innate
No,
no one had to tell me you don't fuck a 9-year-old to not fuck a 9-year-old.
My friend,
I just don't fuck a 9-year-old.
If you lived 300 years ago, where you could die by the age of 25, that was your life expectancy, and you had to survive because there were other tribes coming to kill you, you would have probably 5 wives.
So your justification of
no, it's even evolutionary. Look, no, I'm not saying 9. I'm saying the times that you lived in, you didn't have Tesco around the corner to have a ham sandwich. My friend, you had to hunt food.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is this, hear me out. So your great-grandfathers that you call pedophiles were not pedophiles. I'm trying to respect your grandfather. He was a man who lived in an era where his life expectancy was 25, 30, and he would, in that era, have to marry, survive, have a community he can fight against.
So say, theoretically, in a theoretical world,
Yes.
Aisha is 2. Do you think...
No, Islam wouldn't allow that.
No,
Islam wouldn't allow
that suddenly not acceptable?
You know why? Because
how
Islam,
do you know that 1 million years ago, a 2-year-old was a 20-year-old?
Good,
How
perfect.
do you
No,
know?
it can't be. Come on. From the ages of 0 to about, I would say, anywhere from 6, 7, you are dealing with a child. Okay. Yes.
6, 7.
No, let's be honest. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
6, 7. Yeah. My daughter's been saying that all day, every day. Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, so what I'm saying is this: you cannot come and say a 9-year-old. Look, in the Industrial Revolution here in Britain, this is where the teenage concept came through. You know how old was probably your dad's dad when he was working in those mines? Yes. Have you seen a video of this young boy? Have you seen a video of a young boy carrying a ladder? He looks flipping. Have you seen it? He looks flipping. How old does he look?
Like 5. It's cool,
bro.
It's cool.
It's cool. My friend is working for his family. Do you see what I'm saying?
Do you think a 9-year-old back then is the equivalent to a 16-year-old?
I said to you, yes.
See, that's where we disagree.
Okay, good.
I think your equivalent is like a 13, 14-year-old.
No. Regardless, do we agree that we're talking about a 1400-year difference? Do we agree that it was a whole different climate?
Yes, we do.
Do we agree it was a whole different era?
Yeah.
We have no right to judge your great-grandparents or any other
I'm
figure.
judging my great-grandparents.
No. I can't. Do you know why?
How much biology that is.
Yes.
Change,
Come on, my friend.
We disagree. How much?
My friend. There's even studies that show in really hot climates, girls mature faster. This is science. Go.
So do you think
No problem. Let's see if these scientists are pedos. One second. Let's see if okay, you're gonna call a scientist a pedo now. Watch.
No, mate, that might be proof. But are you seriously telling me there's a sample study of thousands of people?
No, we know that.
We're gonna go now, man.
Can I just make this one point? One last point?
Let him go. Yeah. We do need to go though. It's
No,
my
it's fine.
mate's birthday.
No, I appreciate it. Tell him I said happy birthday.
He's right here.
Okay, so this is ChatGPT, but I can go to if you don't take it. Okay, no problem. That's fine. Okay, I'll go to a study as well. It says research suggests that girls in hotter, particularly tropical climates, may experience faster and earlier puberty compared to those in colder regions. That's
I'm
why.
not disagreement. But how do they consent at that age?
Have you been to Saudi? I just came back a week ago. My friend, do you know how hot is there? Please.
Why doesn't mean you're like.
My friend, I'm just telling you, girls mature.
What? So their brain matures faster in the sun?
I never said that. I said they biologically mature faster.
Also, because they've like a more developed body.
My friend. Have you? I don't know if you guys listen to. Have you guys ever listened to Akon? Akon, long time ago. No, Akon, Akon. He's an old rapper.
Oh, smack that.
Yeah. But then he's got another track. He's got another track called "Put the Blame on Me." He was in a nightclub, which was for 18-year-olds, and he had intimacy with a girl who was 12 or 13, and he said she had full-blown womanly features.
Yeah,
and he
fuck
had
that guy. Fuck that guy. I don't rate him. He's a pedo.
My friend, he was in a club with a girl who was 13 years old,
and he's a pedo.
I can't even finish the sentence.
But he's a pedo.
I can't. Let me finish my sentence. Then you can call him a pedo. Everyone's a pedo. My great grandfather, pedo. Akon, pedo. You pedo. Everyone's a pedo. You pedo. Okay. What I'm saying is this. What is this? He was in a club and came across a girl, took her back home. She is a full. If you look at her, you say this woman is 27 years old. She was 13 or 14. The point is what? Even though it's illegal, I'm not saying it's right.
Did he know?
No, he didn't know.
Exactly.
Did
Mohammed know when she married his wife?
I'm saying yes, that she was an adult. That's why he waited.
Fucking cook.
So he didn't know.
Yes.
He can't tell.
No,
she came up
he married an adult. He married an adult.
He's got an idea.
He married an adult. He married an adult. We believe he did not marry a child, he married an adult. And you can't bring me evidence that to the contrary.
Mate, that's just baffling to me.
I can prove God exists in 2 minutes.
Okay, I'll respect your opinions.
I don't do opinions, emotions. I do with facts.
I don't agree with you, but fair play. I respect your knowledge and whatever.